Well, hello everybody. I thought it'd be really fun to try a challenge where I try and film a short cinematic sequence using only the gear that I can carry in my pockets. That means no tripod, no backpack, nothing. So I'm just on my way to a beach, and I thought we could start off the cinematic sequence by just capturing a short bit of driving on the way. Right, let me get set up and we'll do this. So I found what I think is the car park for this beach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out of the car. I'll talk about the exact gear that I'm going to be carrying in a second. I'm going to put this camera at the end of the car park and then get the first shot of me arriving at the car park. Just going to get a shot of me opening this door. Alright, the first piece of gear that's going to go in my pocket is the main camera. It's going to be the Osmo Pocket 3. I'm choosing this because obviously it fits in your pocket, and I'm using the little tripod that comes with the Creator Combo kit, so I can at least put it down on the ground in some locations and it not fall over. And it all unscrews off the top, and this also unclips, which makes it super easy to fit in the pocket. When it comes to audio, I'm using the DJI Mic Wireless 2. I'm just going to switch this and wear it inside my t-shirt in a minute because the wind's getting up a bit and I want to try and prevent as much wind noise as possible. It is bright already. The next piece of kit that I'm going to fit in my pocket is going to be the drone. This is a DJI Mini 3 Pro. The next shot I'm going to get is I'm going to throw this up over the car and I'm going to get a shot of me opening the door and getting out. I'm using the RC controller for the drone just so I don't have to keep reconnecting and disconnecting my phone, and this also just about fits in these cargo pocket shorts. And the last piece of kit I'm going to use that fits in my pocket is going to be this phone, but I'm using this with the really cool Peak Design camera case, which also features this magnetic tripod that attaches on, and this is just going to give me another angle if I need it, or if I need to record any BTS of me making the video. So I've already got a couple of wider shots, the car approaching the car park and also that overhead of the drone. I want to mix up the shot sizes as well though to keep things interesting. So the next shot I'm going to get is just me closing the door handle of the car door. Just going to do a few takes just so I can get the action that I want. And I'm also going to make use of this handy tripod that screws on here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get another shot of the door closing from a different angle in case I want it. And then to finish up this scene of me arriving at the car park, I just want to get a shot of me walking away from the car towards the track. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to get a reverse of that shot walking away from the car just in case I need it in the edit. It's always good to have a little bit more than you think you'll need. So now I'm going to stuff my pockets full of gear, head down that track and get some more shots. Really is incredible the kind of image quality that you can get and carry around in your pocket. So I'm on this path now and I think I'm just going to get a shot of my feet walking. It's a classic, a bit cliche, but it's good to have it in case I need it. Avoid the dog mess, of course. And I think I'll also get a shot of my feet just walking past, again to give us a few extra things in the edit. I'll show you the final edit later with all the colour grading and music and everything. There's a fence post here, and the problem is using this tripod that's built in, it's always going to be on ground level, so anytime I can find a little spot to get the tripod a bit higher, I'm going to use it. Just seen the beach, it looks awesome. I'm going to do that same shot, this time using some active track. So it looks like there's a little path up there that leads to a lookout overlooking the beach. So that's probably quite a nice shot to get a bit of a drone shot with me walking onto that lookout. And in fact, I think it'll be cool to go from a point of view shot into that drone shot. So I'm just going to spin the gimbal around and then just going to take off these flip-flops because they're a bit noisy. So triple tap to center that, and it's pretty hot on my feet. So I'm going to try and do gimbal, which is not easy when your feet are burning. So I'm just doing a point of view shot. It's not perfect because this floor is quite sharp and bumpy, and then come over to a reveal, trying not to fall down the holes. Gonna go grab my thongs and then get the drone up. While I've got the drone in the air, I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm just going to get some shots that I can insert anywhere really, like cutaway shots, just to keep the filming process a bit quicker and more efficient. Just taking advantage of having the drone up, I've got a shot of me walking down these steps, and I'm also going to continue that shot, and I'm also going to set up the Pocket 3 down here on one of these little stumps just to get a shot of me walking down this slope. We'll also get a quick POV of me going down these steps. Kicking up sand from my flip-flops into my pocket where my Osmo Pocket 3 is not the best of ideas. Drone is almost out of batteries. That is one of the disadvantages of trying to carry everything in your pockets. I don't have any spare drone batteries, but I might get one short shot later on if I need it. Definitely don't want to forget about those close-up or those detail shots. Even though it's kind of continuity might be a little bit off, I'm going to get a shot of me kicking off my thongs. So there is a post here that I'm going to use to take advantage of getting a bit of a higher perspective other than using the built-in tripod. So I'm just going to frame a shot. Another kind of shot you can get is what you could probably call a reaction shot. So it's kind of, if I'm the character in this short cinematic sequence, reaction shot is just me experiencing being here rather than talking to the camera, if that makes sense. Earlier on I got some B-roll or cutaway shots, whatever you want to call them, of the ocean using the drone. I'm going to do the same thing with the Pocket 3, just so we've got a few extra options when it comes to the edit, which I'll show you probably in just a couple of seconds actually. So I've got an idea for a hero shot. There's some rocks over there. I think that might be a really cool kind of finishing shot. Maybe use what little juice I've got left in the drone to make that happen. First of all, I've got to get up on the rocks. So I'm just going to try and film myself scrabbling up on these rocks. Another thing I want to make sure I do in this cinematic sequence that I'm filming is I want to make sure that I kind of get a bit of relationship of me in the landscape. And one great way to do that is just to film yourself touching or feeling the landscape. Another downside of trying to fit everything in your pocket is that you don't have room for any water, and it's getting pretty hot now. So I'm going to try and wrap this up. I'm going to walk up this little path. And I'll probably just put the camera up there and then get a shot of me climbing up soft sand, spider's webs. Ugh. This is also the problem with not bringing a full-size tripod. It really does limit you to your compositions in some ways. So this is a tiny bit sketchy. It's not too bad, but it's definitely precarious. I got to rotate the gimbal because I can't actually get it where I want it. It's almost falling off now. Just going to have to work with this. Please don't fall. Back down I go. So it turns out there was actually a much easier path up here. Just want to try and mix up the shots a little bit. So I'm going to try and do a low POV shot through this little canyon or this little path. We're almost at the hero shot now, which is cool. Just got to get probably one more climbing shot. Can't wait to see what this is going to look like in the edit. Trying to climb up here with a full camera bag and a tripod and everything would be a bit more difficult as well. So there are benefits to traveling light. This is definitely getting a little bit sketchy now, so just gotta put the camera away for a minute. All right, this is very dodgy, so I'm not gonna go all the way to the end because all of these cliffs are undercut. It's about 20-30 meter drop, about that far away from me. So I'm gonna stay here, get the drone up and get the kind of a chicken hero shot to finish this off, and then I'll show you the edit. Please subscribe if you found this video useful. I'm Jason Roberts, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, if I don't fall off.